And there is plenty of proof suggesting that Mr. Runyon and Mr. Kaminsky put lead weights inside of these fish. So I hereby find these guys Your Honor? Yes, Defendant Bryce? I know I'm defending these guys, but just think about it. These can make for some great walleye tacos and walleye bites. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Carry on. These are guilty. Thank you. I hereby declare these assholes guilty. I'm having way too much fun with this, but let's get right into covering this story.
Holy shit!
Guilty, as well as he should be. What a piece of shit. I know I'm late to the party on covering this one, but I just wanted to wait until more evidence and details came out on this whole entire situation. So if you've been living under a rock for the past month, something extremely crazy happened to the fishing industry that will change the aspects of fishing tournaments forever. Actually, in a super positive way in my opinion. This event that took place is such a big deal that you don't even have to be a fisherman to know what happened, as this story was covered by multiple giant news stations. You can say the story is similar to back in 2019 when legendary douchebag Mike Long got exposed for snagging giant largemouth bass. But we'll save that story for next time. If you don't know where I'm going with this, no worries, because I'm about to get into all the details. So kick back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy. On September 30th, 2022, there was a big walleye tournament that took place. This event was located in Cleveland, Ohio. Beautiful Lake Erie, to be exact. Lake Erie is known for its gorgeous scenery, amazing fishing, especially for walleye, and now, unfortunately for these idiots. In the world of competitive fishing, this takes the cake for causing the most outraged fishermen I've ever seen. On this day, the bite was said to be not ideal and actually pretty tough. What I mean by that is there were just not that many big, heavy fish being caught or weighed in. However, it's not uncommon for many teams to be struggling, and then there's always those select couple teams that just figure it out and crush it with that pattern, while the others can't. Well, at least this is how I know bass fishing tournaments can go at times. Side note, I'm a bass fisherman and don't know much about walleye fishing other than catching a couple in Mille Lacs Lake when I was just really little. Man, I love that lake. Back to the story. So yeah, as they're doing weigh-ins, there are no significant fish that are getting people excited so far. That's of course until Jacob Runyon and Chase Kaminsky are up for weigh-in, who people thought were the studs of walleye fishing at the time. Before they weighed in, the heaviest fish in the tournament was 7.23 pounds, and that's a pretty solid walleye for sure. Seemed like a hard fish to beat, right? No, not for these guys somehow. Once Jake and Chase weigh in all their fish, the weight locks in at 33 pounds. The other fishermen were in such disbelief that one fisherman even called out saying, "F that ain't even a 7-pound fish." Then following up, "Check the stomach on that one." What's hilarious is, I'm sure the second Jake and Chase heard this, they already knew they were screwed and most likely trying to figure out an excuse or escape plan in their head. Well, it was too late because tournament director Jason Fisher smelt something fishy as well and got straight into cutting open the fish to investigate. His face instantly filled with anger and disappointment yells, "We got weights and fish." I honestly feel bad for the director. Put yourselves in his shoes. He's taking everyone's word for playing fair and being honest. He's also working super hard to make sure these tournaments run smoothly. To be lied to and just taken advantage of is basically just a slap to the face being a director. After hearing that these fish had multiple lead weights in them placed by cheaters Runyon and Kaminsky, the crowd of angry fishermen went wild. The crowd started cussing at them, and you can tell that these guys were no longer safe standing there as they're in harm's way. No one put a finger on them, even under these crazy circumstances. Which is good. Violence wouldn't be the best option, although they put themselves in that situation and probably deserved it. It seemed like a common occurrence for these guys constantly winning tournaments left and right, so much so that they have, or should I say had, seriously, some of the biggest sponsors in the fishing industry, with Ranger Boats being one of them. What's even more crazy, they didn't even cheat by just a little, but full on put so many lead weights inside, as well as fillets. Yeah, I forgot to mention, they also added other walleye fillets inside the fish, for weight. That's so stupid. This made it so obvious that the fish didn't actually weigh what they appeared. According to this photo, you can see there's 5 12-ounce lead weights right there, 5 8-ounce weights, and don't even discount those fillets, as those were estimated to add another 2 or so pounds. That's just horrible. I'm also assuming it's not their first time ever doing this. This is a huge deal because who's to say that they didn't just do this at other tournaments that they competed at and just got away with it. Even worse, imagine all the people that worked so hard fishing these tournaments to just come up short to cheaters. It's just not right. A source says that Jake Runyon and Chase Kaminsky won over $300,000 in just the Ohio area alone, winning multiple tournaments. This is everything I know on the situation so far. I'm not sure as far as jail time goes or if they're going to get fined, but I'll continue to cover this as more updates and information comes out. These two guys are disgraceful to not only just the fishing industry, but also to the world.